So as I came out of this, I missed my jump, and also Wild missed his jump, so we didn't actually lose anything here. That ladder jump there, you can just jump right over the ladder, and you don't actually need to jump on that ladder. And there we go, first checkpoint. First ice there. It didn't end too badly. So this purple is the end of this map. 1 point for me. Now, as you can see, I'm actually already ahead of Wild here. So as long as I can keep this and not mess up, which I just did because I didn't hit that checkpoint sign. So now I'm up on top of this layer here. Each layer usually has 2 sections, and there we go, I fall. So now I have to redo this entire layer again, from the bottom up. As you can see, Wild is catching up to me. These diagonal pathways are really hard because they tend to push your player to the side if you're not careful. And another checkpoint. This snow can be a problem because it can do the same thing that slabs do and stop your sprint, or it can move your player up or down by slight amounts. And if you're like me and you jump on the edges of blocks a lot, then that can mess you up. Alright, another checkpoint into this nether biome here. This one, there's a lot of into the void, but that jump there, where there's a hole in the floor, is really nasty. So you just spiral around here, and second point. So far I've won 2 games in a row. I let Wild go ahead there just so I wouldn't fall, because when I can't see anything, I'm gonna fall. It doesn't matter how good I am at parkour. So I have 2 points. Normally, that would mean that something should be implemented to give me a little bit of a debuff, because obviously I played these first few maps here. I'm also a little bit better at parkour than him.
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, there I literally just fell. I didn't know where I was going, and I tried to jump across to that house, and it didn't work. Not at all. Upcoming here, this checkpoint here, there's a lot of little movements that are a little bit strange. So as you can see, coming up here, we go across these steps. There's a hole right there. I actually fell down right there before. And then down here, there's a lot of up and then fall back down. And then you jump across here. This spiral is very tight. And there's another checkpoint. So here, there's another spiral. And then I actually misunderstand which way I'm supposed to be going, because the same height actually goes off to the right there. So I didn't notice in time that you need to be going straight. So I messed that up. Alright, so this is the end of this map. So this is the 3rd point. And this, I let Wild go ahead by 10 seconds, so he's actually ahead of me right now. So I have to go pretty fast in trying to get through this map. This map is a lot longer and quite a bit harder than the last ones we've been doing. These slabs and these stairs are a little bit scary because you have to position yourself correctly before you jump, otherwise it'll break your sprint or something like that. Right there I almost fell because I hit the stair and it messed me up. Sometimes it doesn't break your sprint, it just pushes you out of the way, and that offset can mess you up a lot. Here is where my problems really happen. My sprint key sometimes just stops working, so I had to redo the entire parkour twice. This time I actually made it and got to the checkpoint, which was actually right after it, so it really annoyed me. Because it's such a short jump, I didn't hit space at the right time. And then a bit like glitch there. And sometimes you just glitch in blocks because in multi-version servers, some of the block boxes, like collision boxes and stuff, are different. So you tend to. What's weird there is I landed on a block and I didn't get sent back. So that's a little bit strange. And yeah, the slabs there broke my sprint, and because my control key is not the best, I'm not sure if it was just like that or something else, but it made me stop sprinting, and my jump, it kind of almost canceled my jump. So this here, I make that perfectly. And then these ladder ones are nice because you can stand on top of the ladder. You don't have to be like climbing on the ladder. You can stand on top of the collision box of the ladder, which you can't actually do in Mind Test because the ladders are not considered blocks. They're more sign-like, so you don't collide with any part of the ladder. So that I just barely miss, and then I actually head into this cave. The problem is there's head hitters, so I decided that, you know what, no, it's not any easier. I'm gonna go down this direction. And then it still didn't work. So that there, I think I was either accidentally holding space or something like that, and then I fell. So yeah, that, I don't know what I was doing. Sometimes you just do these things and they're kind of dumb. That was kind of what that was. So now I get to these trapdoors. That's a little bit scary. I almost fall off there. If you saw how my sprint got broken again, I'm not sure what did it or anything, but it got broken again and it made me fall. There you go. This time I made it. And then go across to these birch things here. I'm not actually sure why they make it into less than a block wide. I guess it's just for variety. It doesn't actually make it that much harder to do. And then this, you have to jump across that. It really isn't any harder. They just make it seem harder. That I was going sideways too much, I think, so I ended up not sprinting. That time, I don't think it was a problem with my sprint key. This, I'm just dumb. I tried to double Neo across there, and obviously I'm not that good at parkour, so I can't do that. So I ended up having to restart.
This is big brain time.
So now we get to where if I had went left back there at that fork, now we get to that point where I would have gone back into the main thing. So right here, I'm not on any split off or anything. This is the main trail. Now they introduce fences by themselves, and I just barely don't make it. You know how when you keep momentum from your jump, even when you're hitting the ground, you kind of slide a little bit? That's what happened to me. I'm not sure why this happens. It's not super realistic. I think it's supposed to kind of simulate like if you had like inertia in your body and you almost like, because you don't actually fall over in this game. I think it's supposed to simulate that. I'm not sure why they actually did it though. The video is already too long, so I just went ahead and did all these. And so that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.